Suffering is a choice we make without even realizing it. Pain is what happens to you. It's the raw event. Someone hurts you, someone leaves you, you fall sick, or you fail at something. So, this kind of pain is absolutely real. Now, suffering is what you build on top of the pain, the story, the judgment, the analysis about the event, and most importantly, how you replay it again and again and again. Once I understood the difference, I clearly started noticing where my suffering is coming from. It was coming from something underneath, the foundation for pain and suffering, which is thoughts and thinking. Thought is an emotional idea that pops in your head. You don't choose it, you don't control when it arrives, and by itself has no emotional charge. It's just data passing through. Thinking is what you do with the thought when it arrives. The deliberate act of judging, analyzing, and elaborating to check if it's even true. This is where you attach meaning, story, and emotional weight. This is where suffering gets created. Not in the thought, but in what you build on top of the thought. So let's look at few examples. Thought, I made a mistake. Thinking, I always mess up. I'm so careless. I don't know when I'll ever do anything right in my life. I will never keep anyone happy. Thought, she didn't text back. Oh, she must be mad at me. I don't know why she always does this. I don't see any point talking to her anymore. I think the friendship is falling apart. Thought, I am lazy today. I always feel so tired. I can never have any energy to do anything. Why am I not like others? They are so energetic. Why is it that I always feel lazy and procrastinate things? I can never be on time. I can never do things right, and so on and so forth. The thought itself lasts maybe half a second and it's always harmless. But the thinking goes on and on and on. So if pain is a thought, suffering is the thinking. I read a book named Don't Believe Everything You Think. And in that book, the author explains the Buddhist idea of two arrows to explain pain and suffering. The first arrow is the pain itself. It hits you, it hurts you. The pain is real and unavoidable. The second arrow is the one that you shoot at yourself without even realizing. The story, the judgment, the replaying. Why does this always happen to me? What's wrong with me? I should have known better. This is the arrow that you hit automatically without even realizing that you had a choice. So here's a framework that you can use to stop turning pain into suffering using 3 simple steps. Step number 1, notice the thought. Don't argue it. So when a thought like I am not good enough comes, just notices. Don't debate, don't try to prove it wrong, or don't fight it out. Just notice. Oh, it's a thought. That tiny bit of distance is the whole shift. The fix isn't stopping your thoughts. We cannot stop thoughts, but we will practice not to actively debate or create or fight with the thoughts. Instead, you become aware how you're engaged in the thinking. This awareness allows detachment and helps your mind to settle down. Step number 2, ask, is this thought or is this truth? You don't have to believe every thought that comes up. Ask yourself, is there any real evidence that this thought is true? It could even be some kind of an old familiar story that's playing in your head. Most of us have this very bad habit of creating self-imposed limitations. Like, I am not disciplined enough. I'll never have confidence to do anything. And you must realize these labels are self-created, which means they're not true at all. So next time you have any thought, ask yourself, is there any evidence that this thought is true? And what will my life be if it wasn't true? Step number 3, let it settle instead of solving it. You don't have to figure out everything the moment thought hits in your head. Give yourself some space. Most of the clarity comes once the noise settles down. This is not about ignoring the problems or not paying attention to anyone's pain. Some pain is real and it must be addressed. But a lot of what we carry is not even pain, it's just suffering. Suffering that we added on top of the pain. We have created so much of thinking that we never even question. Pain was one moment, but the thinking and the suffering that you replay 50 times a day for next 2 weeks is so unnecessary. I'm sure you'll agree by now that the intensity of our suffering is directly proportionate to the intensity of our thinking. Take a peek into your life. Think about an event that caused you pain. That event must have lasted few moments. Now recollect how you reacted to that event. We all would have been hurt by a friend, fought with a partner, argued with a sibling or relative. So acknowledge the pain those moments cost. That lasted only few seconds. Now recollect the suffering, anger, feeling upset, crying, frustration. These are the arrows we created ourselves. For a long time, I couldn't understand the difference between the pain and what I'm piling on top of my pain. I thought suffering itself is the event, and it took me such a long time to realize the event is long time over. I was only keeping it alive in my head for years and years. You don't have to fight with your negative thoughts or replace them with your positive thoughts. All you have to do is just don't fight the thought at all. Pay attention to what you're thinking, how your thinking pattern is going, and apply the three simple steps that I mentioned where you can control and stop the thinking. Take a glass of murky water. If you shake it, what happens? It only gets murkier. But if you set it down and leave it alone untouched, what happens? It settles on its own. Our mind works the same way. When I say don't believe your thoughts, I'm not saying ignore the pain and the hurt and the feelings that you have. It means that I'm asking you to create a tiny gap, just a pause between the thought showing up and you deciding whether you believe it. That gap is where pain stays pain instead of turning into suffering. And that gap is where your power lives. This isn't about toxic positivity at all. I'm not asking you to think only happy thoughts or pretend hard things aren't hard. Some pain deserves to be fully felt. The grief is real. Unfairness is real. Some hard, bitter truths about ourselves are also real. The goal isn't distrust every thought. The goal is to stop being a passive passenger to whatever your mind hands you. To feel the arrow fully and stop firing the second arrow at your step. Go back to that glass of murky water. For years, every time a painful thought shows up, I shook the glass. You shook the glass, analyzing it, judging it, elaborating it, arguing with it, trying to fix it. Every time a painful thought shows up, you try to analyze it, fight it, try to fix it immediately. And what happens with that? Every time it just gets murkier. What I've learned is let pain be pain. I don't need to turn that into suffering by giving a lot of emotional weight and thinking about it a lot. I have learned to give some space for the pain to settle. So what's that second arrow you have been firing at yourself? Is there any pain in your life that you have turned into suffering? All these simple steps help you in any way stop that suffering. Please do comment and let me know. I would love to hear your feedback. If you like this episode, please give me a thumbs up and share it with your family and friends. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss my upcoming episodes. Hey, it's your pal Pallavi, and thank you so much for watching this episode. As you know, I'm here to share my raw, unfiltered self growth journey with you all. It's always such a pleasure and joy to see you and talk to you. It's time to sign off. I'll see you in my next episode. Until then, see you.